Hello everybody, I'm here to do an unboxing video of the Successor Starter army made by Warlord Games, which is part of the Hail Caesar range. As you can see, it's quite a substantial box, which cost me around £60, which I bought from a reseller called Warlord Games. They did about 20% off the normal Warlord Games price, and because I bought a few other figures, I ended up getting free delivery as well, so all in all it worked out pretty good. Okay, back to the box. Inside this box are 100 phalangites, which are effectively pikemen, 8 companion cavalry, 1 elephant, and 3 sheets of shield decals. So on the box you've got a picture of the phalangites, and then on the side of the box you've got a picture of the phalangite models, all based up. And then on the other side of the box we have a picture of the assembled and painted elephant, which you'll see in its component parts in a few minutes. And then on the other side of the box you have got a picture of the companion cavalry assembled and painted. So my plan is to add this to my existing army of Greek, Hail Caesar Greek figures, where I've got spearmen, and I have got some Thessalian cavalrymen and some peltasts made by various other companies. So inside the box, it's very compact inside, as you can see. We've got over 100 phalangites here, and the phalangites are based up on 4 figures per sprue. Each sprue has the 4 figures, which are composed of the head, the main body, shield, and a pike. And then optional extras are the little crests, which you could use. There's one there, and then another slightly different one down here. So you've got an option of 6 heads to use on the 4 bodies, so you can have a slight variation there, and again 6 pikes for 4 figures, which means you can have a slight variation there again. This video is the first of 3 videos I'm planning on doing. The second video is going to be on the assembly, to see how easily that is, good and bad things you should and shouldn't do. And then the third one will be the painting and basing and that sort of thing. So just let's focus in on the detail here. There's quite a lot of detail on the figures. They've got details on the knees, the straps of their armour, and I'll do the reverse side. So there isn't too much assembly here as far as I can see, but there is 100 of them, of course. Okay, so I'll move on now to the next part of the unpacking, which is there's several blister packs to hold the elephant, which comes as part resin, part metal, the cavalry, and the cavalry horses, I should say, and then here is the crew for the elephant and cavalry. So let's start off with the elephant. So the elephant has, as I said, several parts which are metal and several parts resin. Also in the pack are the spears, or the pikes. Now these are quite long. They're 11 centimeters long for the long ones, and these would be presumably used for the crew of the elephant, and the rest are for the cavalry. These are metal compared, and they're really nice metal as well, compared to the plastic pikes, the other ones. So the elephant, as you can see, comes in not too many parts. There's some really nice detailing of the scale mail on the armour and the armour on the legs. You can see here, and I'll slowly rotate this so you can see all the component bits. Okay, and here's the head with the big shield on its face, tusks, some really nice detail under here of the straps holding the armour on its trunk, and its mouth open. I think that'll be quite interesting to paint, and obviously there's going to be a little bit of work to just tidy this up as we do the assembly. There's one leg already set in there, it's all resin. The other 3 legs have lugs which have got little shapes on there, so it's a triangle, square and a circle, so you can get them in the right order, and then it's just a case of popping them on like that. So I'll do that in the second video of the assembly. There's the round leg. It's sort of like a half trotting sort of walking move. Also on the head there is a crest, a metal crest, which you can attach. Should be like that. That'll look quite spectacular, I think. Oops. And on the end of the elephant, the tail, with a little bit of armour on. On top of the elephant you've got the castle, which I think has got some rather neat detail. That's the way around I think it goes. Some rather neat detail of the shields, some nice woodwork detailing, and the rivets of the metalwork. Generally a nice bit of work on there, I think. And we've got to put the figures into there later on. This all goes onto a plastic base, which is 6 centimeters wide. Slight lip to the edge, so we can do some nice basing on there. I think that'll make a nice feature for the game. So I'm going to open up the one of the blisters now to pull out the figures which are going to go into the elephant, into the castle, into the and the rider. So there is the driver, and I'll show you these in a little better detail now. So we have four figures to go inside the castle. An archer, a pikeman, and some more pikemen. And then the driver with his hook and stick to drive the elephant. It looks particularly good. Okay, so that's the elephant. Let's move those aside. So let's get all the cavalry out now. So as we mentioned, we have got 8 cavalry here. So we've got 3 variations of the horses. I'll lay them all out there. So some trotting, some galloping. There we go. And then I'll go through each of the cavalrymen here. Obviously got the metal spears to go in for these. Another spearman. Another spearman. These cavalry don't have shields at all, they're just spears. A repeat of one of the earlier ones, and then we've got that one, which is again another repeat, and then we've got a trumpeter and the commander, the leader. So, what else is left in the box? We have the bases, which come in 4 sheets. We found that these actually are 1 sheet of 50mm square sheets, bases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, and then a 25 by 50mm base, 4 of those. I presume those are for the cavalry. And then for the infantry we have got 3 sprues with bases of 40 by 40 squares, and then 20mm squares, and then 20 by 40, and then a 80 by 20 base. So 80 by 20, 20 by 40, 20 by 20, and 40 by 40. And we've got 3 of those trays. The last thing that's in the box is 3 sheets of decals, which will cover 120 shields. So the idea of these are the type of transfers that you soak off in warm water and then stick them on. I think we will be using some of these, but we'll also be, as I mentioned right at the beginning, thinking of doing some as Spartan pikemen. So I'll put the Athena sign on. That's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.